Hi everybody, in this video we're going to make a back deck or a back patio for our two-story house. Our first step is to get the selection tool, and we are going to rotate now to the back of the house. Now hopefully by this video you've added some windows to the back. If not, that's okay. But I'm going to make a nice sliding glass door and a nice like backwood deck for this house. So first let's make the deck or the patio. Select your line tool. Zoom in a little bit, and we want to go on this edge, but go up a little bit higher than we did on the front. So I'm going to click there and let go. Click there and let go. Now we're going to use the push-pull tool, and we're going to drag this out, and we'll want to move our camera a few times to make sure we make this back deck big enough for what we want. If you wanted to make the back deck only part of the house, what you could do is just push-pull part of the house out. Notice I used the entire bottom. Now let's make a couple steps coming up. So we will select our line tool. Decide where you want the steps to be. I'm going to offset them from the middle a little bit. I'm going to go about here. I'm going to click and make a line straight down. And I'm going to go however I want the width, however far I want the width of my steps to be. Click and let go. Click and let go. And now let's have our mouse find the midpoint right there. I'm going to click and click and make a line going across. Now I'm going to do a cool little effect for these steps. I'm going to go to my push-pull tool, and I'm going to, instead of pulling that out, I'm going to push that in a little bit, but then I'm going to click and pull this one out a little bit. I like that effect for a back deck or patio. Now let's make a sliding glass door. To do that, we'll go to our rectangle tool. Let's decide we want our door to start about here on the edge. I'm going to click and let go. We want to make this really wide because it's going to be essentially the size of two doors. And we're going to make it fairly high too. Click and let go. You can, again, reference the human that's in SketchUp to see if you've made the door a size that you like. Now we're going to split this in half with the line tool. So I'm going to select the line tool, move until my mouse snaps into that midpoint. Click and let go. Let's move it down to the midpoint. Click and let go. Now let's get our offset tool. 3 little dots. Offset. And we're going to create a frame in each one of the... Oh, having some trouble over here. There we go. Create a frame in each one of these sides. Try to make them about as even as you can. Now select your line tool, and we're going to want to zoom in to the bottom here, get a little closer. I'm going to click and draw little lines to connect this frame to the ground. You can zoom in even more than I have if you need to. Notice these lines are a little uneven. I can always use the move tool or do undo and try to change that if you want to. But for the sake of the tutorial, we'll leave it as it is. Now select your eraser tool, and we want to erase these 2 little lines down here. Same thing on this side to make that. Oh, I hit the wrong one. I'm going to hit the undo. We want to keep those 2 little lines. We want to take this part out. Now we have a nice illusion of a frame. We can use our push-pull tool to take... Oh, push the wrong way. Looks like I need to spin my camera a little bit to see what direction I'm going. There we go. Can make that illusion right there. And we'll do the same thing on the side. You'll notice a lot of the pushing and pulling, it can change depending on how your camera is facing. All right, and now we have the illusion of a sliding glass door and a back patio. If I want to add a little handle, I can use my rectangle tool and maybe make a little handle here if I want to. Totally up to you. There's a little handle. Maybe I can make one on that side too. All right, so we've made a back deck or patio and a sliding glass door for the back. Don't forget to add some upstairs windows to the back of your home. Maybe a window down here for a kitchen, and maybe a few windows on the side if you want to.